As the curtains open and we begin to walk out to the stage for our first dance, there is a feeling of both nervousness and excitement. The lights are turned up and the music begins. We come out onto the stage, and as the first move on point is about to arrive, we take a deep breath and prepare for not only the pain, but also pleasure that comes from going up on our toes. The intricate and beautiful form of art and entertainment would not be possible without a specific type of shoe used in ballet. It's called a pointe shoe. Today I'll be sharing with you the history of pointe shoes, the parts of a pointe shoe, and the rest of performing in pointe shoes. Let's begin by going back to the past. Ballet all started in the 16th century. Pointe shoemaker Eliza Gaynor Minden informed us ballet was used in courts, such as the court of France. An Italian princess married Henry II, King of France, and introduced this unique type of entertainment to him. The dancing continued during King Louis XIV's reign. Dance was used to reinforce the power of the throne. With that, ballet was surprisingly a man's game. Back then, women had to wear heavy skirts and long skirts and wigs, corsets which restricted breathing, and heels, while the men wore tights, which gave them the ability to move freely and quickly. It wasn't until Marie Salé wore looser clothing and took down her hair and Marie Anne Cupis de Camargo took the heels from her shoes and shortened her skirt. That women began to do the same graceful moves as men. However, it was Marie Talaningo that brought in pointe, or toe dancing. Prior to Talaningo, toe dancing was merely a circus act. She involved dancing into a graceful and artistic expression. Pointe shoes were able to give her the illusion of being able to glide across the stage. Let's take a look at why that is. The reason why ballerinas are able to give the illusion of gliding across this floor is because of the structure of the shoe. This is a pointe shoe. Through doing a little bit of research on SaratogaDanceOnline.com, a pointe shoe store, I was able to find each part of the shoe. This right here is the shank. It supports the arch and it is very hard to break. It must be broken in so the shoe can form to the dancer's arch, which will make the dancer's foot look more graceful and pretty than just flat. These are the ribbons which hold the shoe on the dancer's ankle and leg so it won't fall off. It just holds on tight to the dancer's leg. This is the box, the bottom part of the pointe shoe. It is the hard part of the shoe, which is made of layers of fabric, paper, and strong glue, kind of like a paper mache. It's made of wood back in the 16th century. It's upgraded since then. This is the platform inside the shoe. It's the bottom flat part of the pointe shoe, which the dancers stand up on, giving them this illusion of gliding across the floor. In the beginning of pointe, dancers did not have much to support their toes. It was merely with the shoe with a little bit of box and then the floor. Now we have ouch pouches, which give us cushion so our toes won't cramp inside our toes. Ouch pouches which give the toes more cushion. The box has more layers of the fabric, paper, and glue than the original pointe shoes from the 16th century. Some shoes also have a little bit of foam padding inside the shoes above the box, which the shoes I have now have a thick layer of padding. Although pointe shoes have evolved, they can still cause injury. There are two major risks in wearing pointe shoes. The fact that they can break very easily. A professional ballerina will go through at least one pair of pointe shoes in one performance, oftentimes more. Once the shoe breaks, it will no longer support the ballerina and may cause the dancer to roll their ankle, which is very dangerous for us. This brings me to my next major risk, which the fact that pointe shoes are not good for the toes. Therefore, many ankle and toe injuries occur. The arch that is required for wearing pointe shoes alone is quite difficult to achieve. Breaking the arch in your foot is very tough and can cause a lot of strain and injury in the foot muscles and ligaments. According to Jeffrey Russell, a doctor and athletic trainer, the overuse of the toes, especially the second toe next to their big toe, can cause swelling and blisters. This is the most common type of injury due to dance because the toes and ankles are used so much in ballet. It's the main parts of our body that we use. My personal experiences wearing pointe shoes back up what Dr. Russell concluded. I've had countless blisters and 4 toenails torn off. As we have learned, pointe shoes and the art of ballet have evolved over the years. I have told you about the history of pointe shoes, the parts of a pointe shoe, and how pointe shoes can cause serious injury. However, a passion for pointe continues to lift many spirits, including myself, Hailee Stewart.